CTOS-AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
I'm still on their radar, Beckley.
Don't let the drones destroy the server before I'm done. Get out of the lorry and take care of them. Shoot them, throw rocks at them, destroy them psychologically with cyberbullying. Just keep them busy until the transfer's complete.
Fuck! Everyone's down! Ah! Put a stop to this! Watch it! Got you!
Taking fire!
I'm out! Reloading!
Are you ready for a new operation?
Ready. Don't want my training to go rusty just sitting around.
CTOS-AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
I'm still on their radar, Beckley.
Don't let the drones destroy the server before I'm done. Get out of the lorry and take care of them. Shoot them, throw rocks at them, destroy them psychologically with cyberbullying. Just keep them busy until the transfer's complete.
I'll have a look. I'm pinned down!
Shots fired! Shots fired!
What the hell? I'm going to check it out.
All right, I've got it. Now, we can't lug around this server forever. We should probably wipe our prints off it anyway.
Go on.
I'll overload the CPUs to cause a power spike and destroy the battery unit. The electromagnetic pulse should destroy both the server and the drones. So, you know, run! Well, that was fun, wasn't it? We pulled off a heist, made life a bit harder for the tyrants of the world, and most importantly, I got a new toy to play with. Now, run along back to the safe house. Sabine wants you and your new teammates for a briefing.
Open your eyes. What on earth? Do you have a brain injury? Or did your face catch the worst of this?
Yeah, Mum, what you
The more
say?
you blow your horn, the less attention I'm going to pay you. You know that,
Yes,
right?
Mum. They're hot on it at the moment. They fucking keep stopping me, bro. They're everywhere.
Right, Helen.
Yeah, no, I didn't. No, I didn't.
Tell me it is.
Yeah, I left it at home. No, she's in the kitchen on the right. Yes, I did. It's in the kitchen on the... Well, if you let me finish, right. It's in the kitchen on the right-hand side when you walk in.
Give me some space, yeah? Take 3 steps back. Give me some space, yeah? I don't even... Forget it. Oh, God.
Yes, I do.
Buccaneer, this is the Bug. Hello, Resistors, it's Bug time. Are you all sitting comfortably? No? Good. That's as it should be. This is the Bug. I'm Andy, and joining me to analyse the latest blowflies to emerge from the corpse of a once free Britain, it's Alice.
Hello, Andy.
And today, we're going to talk to you about Albion, your friends and mine. Alice, the government has extended Albion's contract and have also boasted that violent crime has plummeted to a record low. Now, extending Albion's contract, to me, that's like having a pet dog, let's call it Nigel for the sake of argument, that attacks you every single day and thinking to yourself, wouldn't it be nice if Nigel had puppies?
That contract has been extended so many times, it's like the neck of a politician that's criticised the government.
I'm not sure entirely how those contract extension negotiations went, probably like a footballer. In the old days, I assume Albion's agent was leaking stories to the press about how our favourite private militia was being tapped up by Barcelona or Bayern Munich. The government panics and thinks, well, we better get them signed up before it's too late. But still, violent crime, a record low, although I imagine that probably depends exactly how you count it. If you include violent crime committed by the state, either themselves or via Albion, their chosen violent crime contractors who provide such a very valuable bargain service of beating people up, well, it's probably not quite as low as the figures suggest.
I don't know. I think they're probably right. Who has the opportunity to commit violent crime these days anyway? The moment you pick up a fruit knife, you get tasered by a robot policeman and deported for looking Bulgarian. It's a much more peaceful society. It's just much less of a society.
I want to know the details of the contracts. Alice, I mean, are they paid per dissident duffed up? Is it a set rate for each extrajudicial state mugging? And what is that rate? What do you think?
Well, they certainly look like they're trying to hit a quota of some kind.
Well, what is the set rate? Is it, 99.95 cryptos bargain? Seems very reasonable indeed. I imagine they don't ask too much anyway, because it's just...
Well done, team. It's good to see the safe house filling up again. The only way we're going to keep London from falling into total oppression is by rebuilding the resistance. We need to recruit, train, build back our arsenal. The people are itching to rise up and take their city back. We just need to show them that DedSec are fighting along with them.
That's fine. But I want to take the fight directly to those taking advantage.
I'm sure Albion's turning a tidy profit. Those cunts are treating London like a hostile takeover.
And Clan Kelly be swooping in like a pack of vultures to pick us up after Albion makes us weak.
Fair, but remember that this zero-day hacker group is still out there. They took out DedSec once, and it's a good bet they'll try again. I believe they were responsible for the bombings and framed DedSec. With your help, I plan to get to the bottom of this mystery.
I'd say that's a full docket. Enough talk. Let's unfuck London.
Buccaneer, this is the bug. Hello. I found a lead that may help us unravel more about Zero Day and the bombings we ate shit for. I've picked up an encrypted signal from the Tone conference site that's been broadcasting on a loop since the night of the bombing. Go investigate. You might even get to try out that fancy new AR tech we stole. I mean, creatively shared.
Easy does it. Easy. I'm on your side here.
What the fuck is this? What the fuck? Fuck this.
Have a nice day. I look up and I see a fucking thousand birds just staring right at me. And I think, nah, you just fucked up. You just fucked up. It's not real. Which is when I robbed it. Smacked me right in the goal. So I dashed back in, slammed the door behind me and just fell out in the bathtub and waited for the world to end. Funny now. Turns out that weird shit happened on a camera.
Okay. Yeah, all right.
to the bug.
Nibbling away on the rotting carcass of a once free Britain. Hello,
Building a resistance group requires operatives with specialized skills. Technical abilities, firearms handling, and physical training are all valuable. Bare-knuckled boxing rings are a good place to find people who are good at throwing punches, or taking them. By defeating each opponent in an arena, you'll have an opportunity to face its best fighter. Prove your physical superiority, and they may consider joining DedSec. I'm guessing that's some sort of primate society thing.
Auto drive now enabled.
Right, let's find out what's it then. Just about there.
You like bare knuckle? You think you're tough, don't you? You know why we fight here, in Slaughterhouse?
Why?
Because you're gonna be cut up like a piece of meat. You dare take on our champion, he will butcher you. I'm eager to watch.
Just in time. Got someone all lined up. For you.
I want to hear that energy, folks. I want to hear the love and the hate. Get hype. The fighters step into the limelight. Take a look at those faces. Place your bets and strap the fuck in.
Hit me! I'm not feeling anything!
Almost knocked their teeth right out. Oh, now that's what I'm talking about. Solid strike from a solid fighter.
You are...
Both of our fighters are tired, trying to conserve energy. Oh shit! Could that be the win right now? Oh, shit! And that's a solid blow there. An unbelievable blow. Don't know how anyone will come back from that. We're back at it again, folks. The only game in town worth your time. Society's crumbling, institutions fumbling. Come and see a couple of fighters take it out on each other.
Oh, come on, then.
That's a hit! One for the record books. Now that's entertainment. And what a massive blow to our fighter.
We gonna dance or are we gonna fight?
Did you all see that monster hit on the stream? Fucking hell! They're getting murdered in there. Are you watching at home? Online? On the street? Are you here live to feel the heat, the sweat, the blood? Wherever you are, this is the most exciting thing you'll see all day. Whoa, that hit looked like it fucking hurt. Oh my God! What absolutely disgusting hit! Oh, they're gonna feel that hit in the morning if they wake up. Just like a proper live highlight reel. Nobody loves a good hard fight more than our next fighter. A hooligan since birth. He's aggro. He's a proper show. Don't take your eyes off the stage or the stream. In the morning, if they wake up. Fucking wild blow, oh my God! Oh shit! Could that be the win right now? Boom! Did you all see that monster hit on the stream? Fucking hell! Now that's entertainment, and one massive blow to our fighter.
You know who I am? I'm fucking running.
That's a hit! One for the record books. talking about. Solid strike from a solid fighter. Getting murdered in there. Absolutely nobody saw that thing coming. Unless you did, then you just made yourself a proper lovely bit of dosh.
Please advise on new detention protocol. Reporting to base, incident under control.
What? But... Right. What? Again?
Ah, that's just fucking crap. Nah, man, what the fuck?
Oh, shut up, you're not worth my time. Time on this piece of shit.
You think I care? I don't. Back off, mate.
Someone's going to get it.
Epiphany.
Cheer them on!
London's the war zone!
Right, here we go again. Where is our money going?
We can't privatize human rights!
Everyone deserves
Don't
to have a war.
outsource our safety!
We have a right to answers. We need
No
brotherhood.
mercenaries on our streets! We don't want a police state! London's a war zone! No mercenaries on our streets!
I won't let you get away with hurting my friend. You look like something I scraped off my shoe.
alert triggered. Come with me.
Get your hands off me!
That bad.
Filming is commencing for the Global British Broadcasting Network.
Don't mind me. Oh, excuse me.
All right, you're here. Let's find the thing.
I guess this ain't half bad.
Every Albion trooper
Getting close.
just collapse to the ground. The hacker, whoever them is, just walked right by them.
Oops, my bad.
I'm speaking the truth.
Bad hacker skills for mutant. Could you not stand so close, please? Oi, oi. You know this ain't some dance party, right?
What?
There's no guest DJ here tonight. You can't grab a drink and grind against a stranger. We're fighting here. Bare-knuckle boxing.
Yes, obviously.
All right, what's your tone? Just making sure you weren't looking to go on the pool and then instead get your fucking face kicked in. You're welcome.
Looking for some action, eh? In you go. Oh, I can taste the tension in here. Our fighters are ready, are you? Well, you'd better be. Bits are closed and we're ready to roll.
You're weak, soft. Is the...
Whoa, that ain't look like a fucking hurt. Just like a proper live highlight reel.
You're weak.
Oh, shit, and that's a solid blow down. Unbelievable blow. Don't know how anyone can come back from that.
Hit me. I'm not feeling anything.
Oh, yes! Oh, that was a lovely knock.
Give me a challenge.
Place your bets, fight lovers. Here they come. Purveyors of violence and mayhem. They're poised, they're ready, they're wild and unsteady. Sorry about this, Get on your feet and let them hear. Almost knocked their teeth right out. Oh my God! You're absolutely disgusting in it. A solid hit! That's the shit we like to see. Am I right, people, or what? Oh shit! Could that be the win right now? Oh my God! You're absolutely disgusting in it. Oh, I can taste the tension in here. Our fighters are ready, are you? Well, you better be. Bits are closed and we're ready to roll.
I'm gonna bust you up. Let's get to swinging.
An unbelievable blow. Don't know how anyone will come back from that.
Hey, I'll try and make...
Whoa, that ain't look like a fucking hurt. They're getting murdered in there. Just like a proper live highlight reel.
How about this? If I don't kill you, you buy me a drink.
Someone's gonna have to break the stalemate soon.
Show me your work, Max.
Feel that hitch in the morning if they wake up. Thought you'd seen it all? Well, think again. Two fighters that will never fail to blow us all out of the water. They say two heads are better than one. Well, how about four fists? big mistake.
Well, this'll be a nice, easy warm-up.
Hope you're ready to bleed. Fucking wild blow! Oh my god! Oh, now that's what I'm talking
Come here and show me what you got.
Solid strike from a solid fighter. Almost knocked their teeth right out.
Well, this'll be a nice, easy warm-up.
Now that's entertaining. One massive blow to our fighter.
Come here and show me what you got.
Did you all see that monster hit on the stream? Fucking hell!
Hope you're ready to bleed. This'll be a nice, easy warm-up.
A solid hit! That's the shit we like to see. Am I right, people, or what?
Oi, come here and show me what you got. Well, this'll be a nice, easy warm-up.
That's a hit! One for the record books.
To bleed.
Oh, shit! And that's a solid blow down. And the crowd's roaring for some action. Oh, shit! And that's a solid blow down. And that's the kind of shit we tune in for. Out with the old and in with the new. Wow! Collect your winnings if you're lucky enough, people.
Anyone here interested in making a bit of money? Come on, I've got the blood. Just come on over to me, mate.
Whoever's leading them. Too true. I saw this video of a protest leader that was at Fight for Power, yelling at all these people with a mega.
Anyone here interested in making a bit of money? Come on,
What it takes is
blood.
forcing one person. Let followers go down.
Anyone here interested in making a bit of money?
What can you find on this guy, Bagley?
Looks like he's a marked man. Clan Kelly put a bounty on his head.
Why?
He's an underground bare-knuckle boxer, and he's more dangerous and bloodthirsty than a mosquito with malaria. He managed to take down a mob-backed favourite in his last match. Now they're sending out an enforcer to make sure he never wins again.
Those cowards don't know the meaning of a fair fight. Bagley, help me track down that enforcer.
Already done.
Anyone here interested in making a bit of money? I'm honest, I've got good odds. Just come over and face it.
You're listening to The Bug.
Nibbling away on the rotting carcass of a once free Britain. Hello, resistors, this is The Bug, keeping the fire of hope alive in the vacuum of today's Britain. Okay, fires don't burn in vacuums. It's a little novelty Christmas light, shaped like a flame, but it's something. It is something to cling to. Joining me, as always, is Alice. And Alice, hold the front page. Technology, apparently, is here to stay. There's no way around that now. Much as I'd like to go back to the 18th century and see if we can have another crack at the Industrial Revolution so it later on this time. But new tech is creating 4,000 jobs. Count them all, 4,000 new jobs. Thanks to this new tech investment.
I mean, that's a very exciting thing if you're someone who wants to work in the tech sector, but I can only assume that this tech...
It's about time someone up and does something for this city, don't you think?
Are you with DedSec? I know some shit you might want to know too.
Go on.
I was fucking sacked weeks ago, me and my team. Somehow our bosses were able to replace all 300 of us.
Sorry to hear that.
Nah, I'm all good, I guess. But I've got bare suspicions about this whole thing. We're all qualified professionals, right? Who the fuck did they find to replace all of us like we're nothing?
What do you want then? For DedSec to look into your replacement?
Bingo. Do me a solid and I'll repay you sometime.
The very dawn of time. And think of it.
A tech corporation acting unethically? Sounds out of character, but let's investigate anyway.
I'll look into it.
You're listening to The Bug.
Nibbling away on the rotting carcass of a once free Britain. Hello, resistors, this is The Bug, keeping the fire of hope alive in the vacuum of today's Britain. Okay, fires don't burn in vacuums. It's a little novelty Christmas light, shaped like a flame, but it's something. It is something to cling to. Joining me, as always, is Alice.
Auto drive now enabled.
Alice, hold the front page. Technology, apparently, is here to stay. There's no way around that now. Much as I'd like to go back to the 18th century and see if we can have another crack at the Industrial Revolution and get it better on this time. But new tech is creating 4,000 jobs. Count them all, 4,000. 4,000 new jobs, thanks to this new tech investment.
I mean, that's a very exciting thing if you're someone who wants to work in the tech sector, but I can only assume that this tech investment has created 4,000 jobs that will immediately be taken by robots.
Even if they're not, there'll be jobs that no one in their right, sane mind would actually want to do, but that's the price of progress, I guess. And we have to embrace the way technology is taking over everything, because maybe this is a ray of hope for us in this darkened universe, that technology will, in fact, render us all obsolete. And we won't need humans at all, because look at the bad things that are happening now. What is the common denominator behind all of them?
I don't know, Andy, tell me.
All the bad things that are happening now, all the bad things that have ever happened, all involve human beings. They're always involved whenever anything goes wrong from the very dawn of time. And think of this, an automated Nigel Cass, surely a step up on the human Nigel Cass. You could even program it to have a tiny, tiny sliver of conscience. And if you had an automated Prime Minister, you could program it to be occasionally in the goddamn country. So that's, again, it's a step forward.
Again, I insist that there's never been a Prime Minister, Andy. I've never seen him, I've never heard of him. The only times I ever hear what the Prime Minister does is when nothing happens.
I mean, it has reached the point where, and I've thought this for a long time, we would be better off if the Prime Minister was a watermelon. No, it would be, I think we'd all be happy with that. We'd all know where we stood.
You hear him being praised for his diplomatic skills all the time, but the best mark of diplomacy is when nothing happens. So good diplomacy is indistinguishable from him doing absolutely nothing.
You are listening to The Bug. 4,000 new dream jobs for everyone. All I can say, Alice, is that I'm very glad that my children studied drama at school, because that has set them up for life in modern Britain. That is the one core skill they need, the ability to pretend that they are living happy and fulfilled lives, that they have jobs that are worth doing, and that they're making the planet a better place, and that they control their own destinies, and that they have even a parody of a private life, and that they can smile without crying. That's what drama teaches them to do. Crucial skills in this day and age. Of course, it's not just the jobs that have been technologicalised beyond all recognition. It is also all reality. Thanks once again to Optic. According to Bloom, the Optic system is now the most secure it's ever been, and well, of course, it's so convenient, Optic, isn't it? It saves us so much time and hassle trying to exist in the kind of realm of reality. We don't even need to bother with that. I mean, sure, the government has hacked into my soul and now basically monitors my every waking moment and thought, But at least I don't have to type where's my
Auto
nearest
drive
coffee
now
shop into a
enabled.
search engine. At least I don't have to waste anything between 8 and 12 seconds every day going online to look up how to make a bowl of muesli. And at least I'm not frittering away my precious mental energies thinking, what do I actually think?
Optic is so secure, Andy. It's more secure than a teenage girl reading a women's magazine. It's more secure than a comedian with a drinking problem. It's more secure than a young man who's just got his first motorcycle license.
Finally, before we go today, bug off to the Prime Minister, who has once again FRO'd to who knows where this week. He sure as hell is not here in London. I remember back in the day, Alice, when our Prime Ministers were either incompetent or crooked, but not both at once. But actually, no, I can't remember them being both at once. But incompetent and crooked and not even in the country, that is one impressive triple whammy. I've had Lions longer than his longest spell on British soil in this last year. It's this halfway house I can't stand. Either come back and do your job or leave the planet entirely. I'm pretty sure there must be a spare space station knocking around where he can go and entertain himself for the rest of the time. Can we crowdfund it? Let's make cryptocurrency out of something and crowdfund it that way. What have you got spare? Jelly beans? Are they still legal?
He's away so often, Andy. I'm starting to think he doesn't like the country.
That is all from the bug today. Fly away, bugs. We are done. Nibbling away on the rotting carcass of a once-free Britain.
Yum, yum.
Hello, Resistance fans. You're listening to the Bug Podcast, the objective voice of objection for this most objectionable world. I am Andy, not my real name, so good luck finding me, Monsieur Bloom. My real name is, in fact, Andrew, and I live in, note this down, a deluded pseudo-reality of my own making, which is, in fact, the most densely populated place on Earth these days, overcrowded, some might say. Joining me, as always, my next-door neighbour in these Netherlands of nonsense. It's Alice.
Yes, indeed, it is Alice. Alice, who the bleep is Alice? I am not going to tell you that, but you can just sort of sense it from the timbre of my voice.
Let's spin the wheel and find out where we're getting today's news from. Here. It's coming from here. I must get a new wheel with at least one other place on it. And the headline today, Alice, our borders are safe. We can all sleep easy in our well-bordered beds. 4,000 illegals.
You've arrived at our contact's former employer, and aside from some heavily armed security guards, it's basically a ghost town.
Interesting.
I don't think this replacement is on site. Dig around and see if you can figure out where they are.
Sending it now.
Copy that. I'll analyze the company records while you get to safety.
What do we have, Bagley?
Well, I found our prospect's replacement. It's an AI. And a pretty shoddy one at that. Nowhere near as smart as me. It could maybe replace a few million humans at most.
Fuck.
Oh, right. I suppose from your perspective, that's a lot. If you like, we can go destroy it before it puts anyone else out of work.
Sounds good. I need the coordinates.
Let's give this a try.
Checked out. You... Fuck!
I am uploading the footage now.
Well, they were taken all right. Got in a shouting match with Albion and then took a couple of boots to the solar plexus.
Damn.
Yes, that's the bad news. The good news is I determined where they're being held. Sending you the coordinates.
This is the bug, keeping the fire of hope alive in the vacuum of today's Britain. Okay, fires don't burn in vacuums. It's a little novelty Christmas light, shaped like a flame, but it's something. It is something to cling to. Joining me, as always, is Alice. And Alice, hold the front page. Technology apparently is here to stay. There's no way around that now. Much as I'd like to go back to the 18th century and see if we can have another crack at the Industrial Revolution and get it later on this time. But new tech is creating 4,000 jobs. Count them all, 4,000. 4,000 new jobs, thanks to this new tech investment.
I mean, that's a very exciting thing if you're someone who wants to work in the tech sector, but I can only assume that this tech investment has created 4,000 jobs that will immediately be taken by robots.
Even if they're not, there'll be jobs that no one in their right, sane mind would actually want to do, but that's the price of progress, I guess. And we have to embrace the way technology is taking over everything, because maybe this is a ray of hope for us in this darkened universe, that technology will in fact render us all obsolete, and we won't need humans at all, because look at the bad things that are happening now. What is the common denominator behind all of them?
I don't know, Andy, tell me.
All the bad things that are happening now, all the bad things that have ever happened, all involved human beings. They're always involved whenever anything goes wrong from the very dawn of time. And think of this, an automated Nigel Cass, surely a step up on the human Nigel Cass. You could even program it to have a tiny, tiny sliver of conscience. And if you had an automated Prime Minister, you could program it to be occasionally in the goddamn country. So that's, again, it's a step forward.
Again, I insist that there's never been a Prime Minister, Andy. I've never seen him, I've
Auto
never
drive
heard of him.
now enabled.
The only times I ever hear what the Prime Minister does is it's when nothing happens.
I mean, it has reached the point where, and I've thought this for a long time, we would be better off if the Prime Minister was a watermelon.
Just that, moron.
Albion's authority keeps civilians safe. Gathering more than 5 humans is a crime.
Leave a piece of that for me.
Not the sharpest knife in the drawer, are you?
Piss off.
Enough. I'm ready to fire.
Dipshit. What? Oh, shit, you cunt.
You serious? What? Don't hurt us.
Stop!
You're listening to The Bug.
Nibbling away. On the rotting carcass of a once free Britain. Hello, resistors. This is the bug, keeping the fire of hope alive in the vacuum of today's Britain. Okay, fires don't burn in vacuums. It's a little novelty Christmas light, shaped like a flame, but it's something. It is something to cling to. Joining me, as always, is Alice. And Alice, hold the front page. Technology apparently is here to stay. There's no way around that now. Much as I'd like to go back to the 18th century and see if we can have another crack at the Industrial Revolution and get it later on this time. But new tech is creating 4,000 jobs. Count them all, 4,000. 4,000 new jobs, thanks to this new tech investment.
I mean, that's a very exciting thing if you're someone who wants to work in the tech sector, but I can only assume that this tech investment has created 4,000 jobs that will immediately be taken by robots.
Even if they're not, there'll be jobs that no one in their right sane mind would actually want to do, but that's the price of progress, I guess. And we have to embrace the way technology is taking over everything, because maybe this is a ray of hope for us.
You're listening to The Bug.
Nibbling away on the rotting carcass of a once free Britain. Hello, resistors, this is The Bug, keeping the fire of hope alive in the vacuum of today's Britain. Okay, fires don't burn in vacuums. It's a little novelty Christmas light, shaped like a flame, but it's something. It is something to cling to. Joining me, as always, is Alice. And Alice, hold the front page. Technology apparently is here to stay. There's no way around that now. Much as I'd like to go back to the 18th century and see if we can have another crack at the Industrial Revolution and get it later on this time. But new tech is creating 4,000 jobs. Count them all, 4,000. 4,000 new jobs, thanks to the new tech investment.
I mean, that's a very exciting thing if you're someone who wants to work in the tech sector, but I can only assume that this tech investment has created 4,000 jobs that will immediately be taken by robots.
Even if they're not, there'll be jobs that no one in their right sane mind would actually want to do, but that's the price of progress, I guess. And we have to embrace the way technology is taking over everything, because maybe this is a ray of hope for us in this darkened universe. That technology will, in fact, render us all obsolete, and we won't need humans at all, because look at the bad things that are happening now. What is the common denominator behind all of them?
I don't know, Andy, tell me.
All the bad things that are happening now, all the bad things that have ever happened, all involve human beings. They're always involved whenever anything goes wrong from the very dawn of time. And think of this, an automated Nigel Cass, surely a step up from the human Nigel Cass. You could even program it to have a tiny, tiny sliver of conscience. And if you had an automated...
I am here.
The abductee you're looking for should be somewhere nearby.
Awaiting area crime report.
Stand down. Dipshit.
The hostage is in here. Let's get her out.
Got you, you bastard.
Bloody cheek. Worthless.
Hey, get the fuck over here!
Get her out.
Reminder, all vehicles must be correctly registered. Awaiting area crime report.
Global British Broadcasting. Britain's first news centre.
Surrender yourself. Failure to comply will result in extreme measures. Warning. Continuing unlawful activity will result in arrest. Search the target.
We found your friend in an Albion cell. They're free now, so you should be hearing from them soon.
My God. I owe you. Name anything. Anything.
People like us with particular skills. We have a responsibility. You should join that sec.
All right. I'm in. Let's have some fun.
I mean, that's a very exciting thing if you're someone who wants to work in the tech sector, but I can only assume that this tech investment has created 4,000...
Welcome to DedSec. With you on board, we'll be unstoppable.
Oh, yes. I'm ready, willing, and able to serve.
Great.
It seems to me you're ready to fight the powers that be.
Oh, you're with DedSec. Oh, that's brill. I actually need your help with something.
I'll have a look at our schedule. What's wrong?
Me and my friend used to run with an activist group. Trying to take a stand, you know. Well, our last protest didn't go so well. My friend got beaten up by Albion and sent to the hospital. Or so they said. The official story is they died of their injuries, but no one's even been allowed to see the body.
That's horrid.
I just want to know the truth. All of it. If you can find that out, then I'll be in your debt.
I see why you're concerned. We'll see what we can do about it.
The friend's official record states he was taken to hospital before he died.
Seems like a good spot to dig up some info.
Look it up.
Hello and welcome back to The Upload. In this episode, we're talking about CTOS 3.0, the city operating system that's now powering all of London. For those of you who need reminding, as if anyone does at this point, CTOS was first used in Chicago in 2014 and then San Francisco in 2017 before coming here to London. And every time it's been rolled out, it's been pretty much an unmitigated disaster.
For those of you who are listening who are lucky enough not to be here in London's chaotic scenes, it's worth remembering that the telecoms tower is now owned by Bloom. The tower looms over northwest London. It's always been a communications hub, acting as part of the UK's television and communications network, although there's been some secrecy around its use, and now that Bloom owns it, it's only even more secret.
Yeah, now everything that's part of Bloom's city surveillance operation is run through the telecoms tower. And I have to say, it looks completely ridiculous. It's got that silly crown thing at the top and all the blue light.
What's that even about? What does it do? I don't see that there's any purpose to that at all.
It's a blight on the skyline, if you ask me, and it's become the main point of control for millions of people. The System Network and Bagley are both operated and streamed from there too.
And don't forget about the self-driving cars too.
I always thought they were just running on their own.
No, CTOS is the big control system behind the cars. There was a point back in the earliest days of self-driving car technology that they operated by themselves. They used to use a series of sensors to see the world around them. Radar, for instance, would look far off into the distance, while LiDAR would detect objects nearby. And while these cars still use some of this technology, Bloom CTOS and its detailed maps and data that it has on London really makes Bloom be able to take control of it. And CTOS can take control of your car if you're parked incorrectly. It's no surprise that it was made mandatory to have a self-driving car.
The system is so bad, though. It's so annoying. Whenever I try to use one of the shareable self-driving cars, I always find myself stuck in traffic jams or roadblocks. Not to mention the accidents. I've heard so many stories of cars shunting into the back of others. I think they're worse than human drivers sometimes.
The technology was meant to make things better, but Bloom has made it so bad that it just makes London even more chaotic than it was before. I'm giving up on the cars. I'm only using the bikes, which are not self-driving at the moment, at least. And don't even get me started on the data. Everything that Bloom sees from your movements around the city and the self-driving cars is collected and feeds back into its big information control system.
I remember being so excited for the Tone conference. Being here now, it's like walking through a tomb.
This place is too suspect. No people, no construction, but all this security walking around?
Well, when you put it that way, let's get this done, Bagley. What am I looking for?
Any kind of device or component that could still be emitting the signal. It seems to be coming from within the rubble.
Get the feeling I'm not wanted here.
Who would send me this? Waste of breath.
Welcome back.
What a ras!
This is it. The signal is coming from this Spider-Bot fragment. No indication yet who it belongs to.
I'm amazed this hunk of junk is even operating. What's it doing here?
Difficult to say, but with an AR reconstruction, we may be able to see what happened to it and if it relates to the attack. Access data relays in the vicinity, and I can compile enough data to build the AR reconstruction.
That's that.
Blocking that spider bot.
Shit! Eyes open! We have an intruder!
Keep your eyes open. Area clear. Gonna keep searching. Here, I know it.
Perfect. 2 more data relays to go.
I'll have a look.
Might as well
well give it up, mate. Nothing out of the ordinary here. Come on, you can end this right now.
They're gone. Let's head back and regroup.